But you know, just stuff like that was very alarming for an 18-year-old. But you had a great support system and a great family around you to kind of keep you safe and protected.
Yeah, I felt really lucky to kind of have 4 older brothers that almost acted as if they were bodyguards in it themselves, and I had, you know, my mother and Trevor on set kind of at all times, and then during the press tour, we were always together. So you know, things definitely have gotten weird before, and you know, the negative sides have happened, and people have gone a little too intense. But ultimately, all in all, people are really awesome, and it's kind of given such a loyal fan base, and such a really just kind of really cool people who show up, you know, to Comic-Con to this day, still wearing our outfits.
It's amazing.
And
it's amazing.
You know what I mean? Like tattoos of the characters and stuff like that. So definitely like hardcore fans.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Someone asked a good question for you, and they said, what did you think when you first heard your superhero name, like, said to you in the movie?
Red Mist, I thought was badass. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was very alarmed in the second one when they named it the Motherfucker because it's just not anything you want screamed at you on the street.
At all.
At all. You don't know if it's a movie or if someone's just really
not okay.
Yeah. But you know, should we get Aaron jumped in here before?
Do it.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun, Chloe.
Thank you for joining.
Of course. I'll be
between one not Fern.
Yeah. All right. Much love. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
See ya. There we go. All right. Let's see where Aaron is. That was fun. Let's scroll down here. All right. Aaron, if you click out of it and then click back in, I should be able to see you. Come on. Wait for it to come through. Where are you, Aaron? Was just staring at me trying to figure out how to use my phone. I feel like I don't know how to use Instagram properly, and so many people know how to use it properly. Okay. Aaron, if you jump out and then jump back in, I think you'll pop up. There he is. I see ya. Connecting. Hello.
Hey, it's working.
How you doing?
I was on, and guess who threw me off?
Who?
Matthew Vaughn. Because
Stop.
Casper and Clemmy are watching right now, so.
Oh my gosh.
Kids. And he was calling me because he wanted to rip into me and Chris, but now Chris is gone.
Oh,
so I was
great.
like, we do the whole thing. I know. Could you mind if we get Matthew on this as well?
Oh my gosh, I wish.
It'd be good though. I really wished we could have. There's a way we could have all been on here, man. It's weird to kind of come on and come off, but
I know.
but it's. So thanks for organizing this. This is so cool, Chloe. Happy 10th anniversary of Kick-Ass.
I know. Happy 10th anniversary. It's fun that we can kind of get together virtually and do this.
Thanks everyone for joining. How it's very cool. Hope everyone's staying safe and
what
healthy.
What did you think of Chris and I's answers?
What's that?
What did you think of Chris and I's answers? we had some good ones, I think.
I was watching. It was really good. I know, it was interesting. I was just kind of thinking like that your 11-year-old curriculum was 7 months of stunt training. it's kind of like, it's almost like a Black Widow Russian spy training. It's like you're set for life now, right?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's definitely one of those things, like I never really forgot the stuff I learned, and I kind of kept up with it over the years. So my brothers would always kind of joke that I look small, but I'm quite mighty still. Yes, I can still do all the ballad song tricks and all that crazy stuff.
Damn.
I know. So don't.
Kind of good stuff. Kind of good stuff to know, isn't it? When you're, 23, your age.
Just start throwing like Chinese throwing stars everywhere.
You should have like a cabinet, the way that like Matthew Vaughn sets up all the, all the cabinets of all the major
all the guns and all like the knives and everything and the grenades all laid out.
I feel like it's shockingly might be too real these days.
Potentially.
But, yeah, it's really cool. I was looking at some of the questions that you got.
Yeah.
Like one of them's like, what have you been doing? It's interesting that you've been doing doing the live workout stuff. I felt like I really wanted to join in, but we were like, I can't do that many pull-ups. What?
Aaron, you can definitely do that many pull-ups.
No,
you can 100% do that many pull-ups, Aaron.
I've been trying to stay on a work regime ethic kind of thing, and I've been going for a 3-mile jog every day as much as possible.
Really?
And then get out. You got a mask up. Put your hat on.
Trying to stay sane and healthy at the same time.
Go for a jog, which is really good. But have you been doing anything else? What's like your daily routine just to kind of get through the day and keep yourself sane and interested in things?
Definitely working out's a big one. I mean, I don't have any kids like you do, so I don't have anything that I kind of have to keep up with that much so, but I have my dog Ruby, who right now is making so much noise in the corner. But she's kind of my baby that I have to take care of. So she kind of keeps me on more of a schedule. And actually doing like these Instagram lives is kind of a strange thing to look forward to.
Oh,
so I was like, I like get to go to bed early and like have something to do tomorrow and talk to you guys. So
I feel like only you could drag me on to a live Instagram.
Thank you for doing it.
As I shut it all down at the end of 2019, so I came back on in order to do this with you and Chris because I love you guys so much. So
well, we love you. I mean, it was so many years ago now.
Quite honestly, I'm a bit of a hermit, so you've kind of pulled me out. So
well, let's get some fan questions in here that people want to hear you answer.
Okay.
So one of the ones that I asked Chris and we asked each other was the one from Vicky Sky, and it was, how did you feel when you put on your superhero suit for the very first time? And kind of looked at yourself. I
mean, I think my general reaction was, my costume wasn't supposed to be cool in any way. It was the complete opposite of cool. So I think the more awkward and bizarre and silly it looked was the better. The major thing for us was trying to figure out how to match the comic book mask, because I think the mask covers the mouth, and so we had to like cut a hole, and we already had this much to work with, and I think we might have done some screen tests with, trying to find out which, what works and what doesn't. And, but, it was,
do you remember we had, the mic packs? I remember how annoying the mic packs were, because you had them in your wrists, right?
Yeah, they might have been in my boots or in my feet. So the wiring all the way up the leg and through, over through the mask, and I think they stood here.
Yeah, so like trying to go.
Yellow lines come there, and then they
horrible
come all the way up the back. Yeah. But it was funny you were saying about you and Chris were saying about how much you'd like most awkward thing was when I had the battens in the back. It was this whole back strap that you couldn't zip. So if you needed to go to the bathroom, you have to about 3 people undo you.
You're like pulling things off.
Set, go to the bathroom, run back on, you know, and then you might have like, after a few routines, you've like got sweat patches. Just the irony of a wetsuit, it just didn't keep anything dry on the inside out. So then we'd have to have variations on different wetsuits. And even though they're cut the same, there's always the one that's your favorite. I don't know if, you know, maybe
just
like a hero mask or whatever. There's one that just fits better than most. Otherwise, some of them are like, I don't know, like push up your nose or like
make you look crazy. We had a couple hero wigs and one hero mask, because it was something about like the black mask, the way that it laid on my face, it would make my eyes kind of scrunch together, and then I couldn't really open them. So there were so many where I'd be like trying to look through the mask, whereas like Greg, my double, just had like one that was like an oblong eye and one was like a smaller eye.
Yeah, I know, it's bizarre, isn't it? It is crazy. I was thinking, one of these questions is, what's the what's one of the icon? What's something about one of your favorite lines? What's it say? Someone on Twitter, I can't even pronounce that. Kick-Ass is such an iconic movie with many memorable lines and scenes. What were each of your favorite lines and or scenes to film in the movie? Well, that's a bunch of questions. So what's one of your favorite lines, or what's one of your favorite scenes in Kick-Ass?
Probably my favorite line is the C word for Hit Girl. That's probably my favorite line.
What I was going to say is just like Chloe dropping the C-bomb, just because I remember when you were shooting it and how it was such a, because that was one take, right?
Yeah. Matthew,
because I remember
really wanted it.
You know, Chloe's 11. She had her mum and her brother on set, and I don't even know what the alternate line was, but it obviously was something you did take after take. And then Matthew said, "Yeah, can we all we want is just one take of you dropping the C-bomb, and then." And then that was it. He was like, great, got it, done.
That was it. We did the one take, and it was just, I watched it back, and I was like, wow, it's so intense and so funny and so wild. And so, I don't know, it kind of like, I think it just kind of sums up the movie a little bit for me. Like this girl, a tiny little 11-year-old in a purple outfit and a purple wig, saying the C word with you in the corner, just like terrified on the ground.
It's I know, very iconic moment. I think there was many sort of iconic moments in Kick-Ass. I think we were very fortunate and lucky. If I think about some of my favorite moments of making movies over the years, is that that would be Kick-Ass would definitely be up there as one of my favorites, because like Chris was saying earlier, it was an independent movie. But it was done on such a sort of big budget scale and under Matthew Vaughn's direction, and it all came under, you know, his vision. So it was his money, his vision. He could do and say what he wanted, and it's very rare to come by those kind of filmmakers these days, and even back then. So those are things that I miss about making movies now. I've never really worked within that kind of budget, that kind of those kind of filmmakers who can sort of put their money where their mouth is, and that's someone who Matthew can write, he can direct, and he can really produce, and so it was a huge, I think we were like had a huge opportunity just to observe and learn from someone like that. It was really influential for me, that's for sure, you know. So
definitely, and just like kind of the freedom that we all had to kind of go there on the day and do whatever we wanted, and kind of push the boundaries of the characters, and we were all just, you know, trying to figure out what we all liked, and he allowed us to have that freedom as young actors, you know, to kind of foster that.
That was cool. Yeah, someone just said, do you keep any props? Have you kept any props?
Have I kept any props? I have one hero suit somewhere in my house, which I'll try and find at some point. I'll try and take a photo of. So I definitely have that, and I think I have a couple of like the plastic or rubber Chinese throwing stars. So I have some of those, and then otherwise I have a bunch of like, I have them in rubber, and otherwise I have like training balisong knives, and I have my nunchucks, and like
Nice.
stuff like that from over the years.
I